Hi Rishy, good to talk to you this morning. So here is the laundry assembly with the hanging rails. So we can show that in its down position as well. Beg your pardon. Yep, so that's the laundry rack in its down position. I've shown a hanging rail up here. People often find that useful in laundry settings, just in case you've got shirts and things on hangers. It's an alternative to these if you're doing something slightly different. On the bottom shelf, and by the way, that is a 500 deep shelf there. It'll look better with the racks when they're up because they're slightly deeper. On this, I'm going to say don't order that bottom shelf. I don't think, you know, this, because you haven't got that centre support. It's difficult to have that centre support with the hanging rail. That shelf is going to bow slightly if you load it up, so that shelf is just not going to be that useful to you at the bottom. If you change your mind, you can order it and add it in later. You can cut these to any length you want. I'll give you some basic instructions on that. That's where I think we should end up with the drying rack. So yeah, that's kind of what it's going to look like. Let's go to the other assembly. We've gone for mesh baskets, 280mm deep. There are medium depth baskets at 180 and a small basket at 80mm deep. We've gone for a wire shelf above that is 40 centimeters deep, and I'm going to send you 1200mm long rather than two 600s. Same at the top, I'm going to send you a 1.2 meter shelf rather than two 600mm shelves. That I have shown as 400 deep because it lines up nicely with the depth of those baskets, so 400 deep there. Okay, and we're going to go for the we decided long standards all round, didn't we? Let's just make that change. So it's a 2 meter roughly standard there, which you're going to cut down as you need to. All the load bearing is done on the top track. I'm going to send you drywall fittings for both top tracks in case you need them. They're cheap and it's a really great component. Tethering the bottom, make sure your builder fully assembles this before fixing the screws through on the bottom. If he fixes these off vertical or in the wrong position, you won't get these baskets in and they won't work nicely. Tethering that bottom is not structural. You almost don't need to do it, so it's the very last thing your builder should do. The space between these is very precise, and the easiest way of finding that precise spacing is to just put it all together and just let these hang, let them find their own position, then mark the holes for securing the verticals and put them through. That is just to stop the verticals swinging. It is not load bearing, it is not structural, and it's barely necessary. Okay, hope that's all helpful. Please confirm soon as possible.